Okay. Okay, this one was highly requested. Haters love me. Let's go straight into it. So how do we start Haters Love Me? We start with basically a hi-hat, which goes like this. Right? You got that? Press it really rapidly. You just do, and it goes like. You want to make sure you set the tempo to between 155 and 156, roughly around there. 156.4, doesn't really matter. First thing we do, use a beat scatter. Beat scatter, P3, it can be P4, doesn't really matter. As long as it's all the way, right? Whether it's P3 or P4, make sure it's all the way. And we're gonna double the hi-hat. This is done, right? See how I recorded it? Let's do it again. Okay. Now, we're gonna press undo, redo, and have it like it was originally. So now that we have our hi-hat going like this, we're gonna add the snares. Now, we're gonna start with rim shots. Rim shots are simply K sounds. Okay? So we're gonna press C to have the reverb. Reverb is 2.8 and entry 31, entry level 31. And we're gonna go like this. Okay, now that we have this, gonna put the reverb down a little bit. Let's say 20. And we're gonna put snares. I'm using K snares. Okay, so it goes like this. And usually I double the snare with a ish, snare. So like this. Okay, now that we have this going, we're gonna put a kick. Gonna put EQ on the kick. Here are my settings for you guys. And let's go. What I like to do is put guitar to bass on top of it. Just going with the microphone under the nose with the guitar to bass. Put down the volume. And let's go. If you are not wearing headphones, you might not hear what I just did. So make sure to wear headphones because I'm going to put on a bass later on. So in order to hear it pretty well, you need headphones. Okay, so we have this going on. Okay, now we're going to use a granular delay, but we cannot use it because, see, it's in brackets. We cannot use it because in A, the guitar to bass is selected. So just go left, whatever, ring modulator, go back on C, and now the granular delay, you can use it. So I'm using time 44, feedback 90, and the entry level is just 50. I didn't change it. And we're gonna do simply this pattern. Okay, so snare and hi-hat. If you cannot do the snare, you can do a K and go like tika, 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 okay? So we're gonna put it like this. Okay, so now we have this one at 44. We're gonna put the next one at 48. Same thing. Okay, now it's time to put the we're using a robot effect. So put some reverb onto it. EQ, always use EQ for the robot effect. Okay. Level is not very important. I put it higher.
Gender plus 10. This is the note. Let's go.
Okay. Okay, and now we're going to put the bass. So we're gonna put the bass on the kick. So let's put everything together. And let's add the bass right here. Make sure to have headphones, otherwise you will not hear it. Let's put the volume up a little bit for every track. Okay, what I like to do is put my hi-hats louder. See, they were like this. I'm putting them 150. And I will put my melody a bit louder. Because what happens is that when you have a bass going on, it compresses the other sounds and you only hear the bass and, well, you don't only hear the bass, but the other sounds are compressed and they sound weaker. So that's why usually I tend to put my hi-hats at 150. So I guess now it's time to rap. I'm going to put the lyrics on the screen for you guys. One technique I'm going to use also is the undo redo. See my hi-hat? Put it down a bit. I always use undo redo because remember we use the beat scatter to make it go like this. But now I can use the undo redo. Instead of using beat scatter, I can use undo redo. Put some EQ on my voice. I'm going to use the same EQ as the robot. And some reverb. And it goes a little something like changing my flows and my clothes. I'm loving my role like my pros. I'm hating nobody. You know when I promise I'll let it above. Well, I just want to be GRE80. Screw anybody who goes against me. I may have to make a list of what it means. It's just so heavy. They want to fuck with me, bro. No one can mess them flow. I'm gonna show you some more, cause I'm taking the lead in the score. It's BREZ in the spot, eh? Stirring and mixing the pot, eh? Washing the pull of the shot, yeah? I'm taking my place in the spot. And at this moment, this is where I will begin the drop. Now, I'm using this track right here, the melody, for the drop. I am applying reverb onto it. 2.8. 86 entry level. We don't want the effect on the hi-hat, so we're taking it off. Only on this track. So we have the reverb, and the other effect is the synth, and it goes like this. Frequency 75. Resonance 0. And the decay is at 100. The balance, let's go all the way. And then you could put everything together. All the haters love me, acting like they know me. Hey, hey, I do this for the show. Yeah, nah, they never let me go. All these haters love me, keep talking like they know me. Hey, hey, I do this for the show. Yeah, nah, they never let me go. What we do is we add the delay to have this kind of electronic metal sound, you know, something that sounds like this. 18 milliseconds, 79 feedback, entry level 70. Let's go.
can put this louder.